Welcome back to my school bus conversion project. In this video, I'm going to be continuing my work on the kitchen.
This is exactly the sort of thing that you should be using a brad point bit for. Keep the holes from wandering.
I made a bit of a mistake with the angles of these cabinets and where they meet the ceiling, and I forgot to account for the extra height of the base, so I'm having to trim off these top sections to make it fit properly. This one is the red line, that is the positive electrode, and I need to mark that in some way.
This tool is really cool. I learned about it from Adam Savage's YouTube channel. It's an automatic wire stripper. So basically, whatever wire, whatever size, you don't need to like figure out the size. You just put it in and clip it, and it just takes the end off. And that's it. You can adjust this little thing here to control how long it strips off, and you can also cut a wire with these little shears here. So I made this counterweight out of 4 welded pieces of steel, but I've realized that due to the height of it, it's not going to be able to move the full distance of the drawer slide, so I think I'm going to have to cut it in half and use only half of the weight as a counterweight instead. So this is how I've dealt with the inaccessible space in this corner cabinet. I have this shelf that can raise up or lower down, and I might add more shelves in between. The raising and lowering is done by this gear motor. It runs off of 12 volts. And to supply 12 volts, I've got this laptop power supply that I had lying around, which generates that off of the regular 120 volt wall power. Then I'm using this relay box, which turns a two-way switch into basically an H-bridge for driving the motor. It allows it to drive it both directions. And then instead of wiring that switch directly to the box, I've wired it through a pair of these roller switches. So these act as limit switches. So when it's going down, it can only go down until it activates the switch, and then I can trigger it any more in that direction, but it won't go down. But on the other hand, it will go up. The counterweight is just swinging around right now because I haven't yet put in the frame in which it's going to go up and down. And now I have the counterweight in place and working properly. So this is the beginning of my kitchen cabinets. These ones here are going to hold dry goods, grains and canned goods and spices and tea and stuff. And then up here I'm going to store dishes and things. This microwave, it also functions as a convection oven. So it's got an array, it comes with an array of various racks and stuff that you can replace the regular dish with. And it also, as well as having this little light, it also functions as a range hood that with an extraction fan. So that's why I have it mounted over top of the cook plate. Over here in the corner, I have this raising and lowering drawer that you saw me build. I made this circuit for it that runs off of this up and down switch I got off of Amazon. So I can lower that down and raise it back up. At some point, I'm going to put some corners on it to keep things from sliding off of it, but I haven't decided what exactly is going to go on that yet. And that will do it for this week's episode. See you next time.